Hi there. Just a quick update on the Debt Free with the Hubby. And it is a scorcher today. It's like 100 degrees here. And it is hot, and we haven't had any rain. And I know there's parts of the country that have had like 15 inches or more. It just seems like if things could just even out in this country a little bit with the weather, it would be great. And the one thing I probably have never mentioned because I never needed to was I know I told you that we moved into this house like a year ago. We don't have air conditioning in this house. Central air. We have a window unit in one room because this is kind of an older house. Excuse me, and most of the windows are the crank out ones that open from the bottom, so you can't put a window unit in those. They don't crank out far enough. So there's one room of the house that's got newer windows in it, and it also happens to be my bedroom. But so this house is well, it's quite large. I don't know if you can see the from the ceilings that this one room that I'm in is huge, and it's got very little insulation because of the vaulted ceiling. And it's hot in here, but it's got doors, so it's closed off from the rest of the house. So the other part of the house is a little bit cooler, but actually, it's 100 degrees outside right now, and in our house, it's totally tolerable. Would I like to have central air? Yeah, betcha. But we open up the windows at night when it's cooler. I close them early in the morning before it starts to get hot. And if we keep everything closed, then we can actually, our house is actually pretty cool. Not probably cool compared to what someone with central air might think, but, I didn't have central air. Nobody had central air when we were kids, so this is totally okay. Who is out there? Oh, I thought one of my kids was knocking. So just real quick, I was going to update you on, I don't know what I've talked about. Things escape me. But I think I mentioned to you that I'm trying to figure out a way to get rid of my vehicle. My husband had mentioned possibly getting rid of his vehicle, which I'm not sure how he feels about that or what he wants to do with that. But I'm not sure how to go about getting rid of mine. I'm not even sure if we can because of the negative equity, and we really don't have the extra money to eat the difference and purchase something for me to drive. But I have been looking at what I would consider cheap vehicles, a couple $1,000 for a vehicle that we could pay cash for that I could drive to reduce our transportation expense, which I looked last night because I use YNAB software, which has really awesome reports, which I've mentioned. And P.S., just for any of you who are curious, I have been using YNAB 3, which is the third version that they've come out with, or the third update. They just released on June 26th YNAB 4. And it looks to be quite fancy and fantastic. And I have not upgraded to it yet because here's what I do. I wait for the launch, and then I keep an eye on the forums for that software, and I wait to see what kind of complaints people have. Because everybody rushes in to get it, and then if there's bugs or if there's something wrong or if there's something that's not so great about it, then you're stuck with it. So I'm going to keep the version I have for now. And wait until they get all the kinks worked out before I upgrade. But if you're interested, do check it out. Good software. So I was looking at the reports part of the software last night, and I did not realize, because I had to start our budget over in May, but I did not know that my transportation expenses are more than my house payments. I mean, we pay more in transportation than we do in housing every month. And I was kind of surprised by that because I guess I didn't realize, the price of gas is a transportation expense, and that is pricey. And our auto insurance is just crazy expensive too. So I don't know. I have to sit down with my husband tonight. He did make another comment yesterday maybe. He said someone that he works with offered to let him buy his Harley. And I said, no, because that person, tell him no, because that's going against everything we're trying to do. And he's like, I know, but he doesn't know that, so not a big deal. We'll just I'm not interested. So I was like, yay, another small victory for me, right? Because it seems like my husband's starting to kind of get it a little bit. Um, I would so love for him to read Dave Ramsey's book, The Total Money Makeover. But my husband is not a book reader. He'll read Sports Illustrated or ESPN magazine, or he might even read one of these great books that's come out recently about, you know, sports icon story biographies and stuff like that. But he's not going to read. It would be a far cry, I think. It would be sort of far-fetched to imagine him reading that book. I would love it if he would. I would even be willing to read it to him if I thought I could keep his attention long enough. So I'm going to try to maybe like toss that suggestion out there, but I think that's a really, that's a long shot. But I am going to sit my husband down tonight because I mean, this situation, in my opinion, our finances has become sort of dire. We have got so much more going out than we have coming in, and the month of July worries me. I've been working on the budget for July, and just things aren't working. And I know I even mentioned that in one of my last videos that there's just not enough money to go around. So, we're not going to be able to start baby step one until we get ourselves, I mean, we're not behind on anything right now. Everything's current right now, but it's not going to stay that way for much longer. And I need to sit my husband down so that he gets a complete understanding of where we are right now. And I've kind of done that. And I've kind of showed him a little bit like, look, this is what we have going out every month, and you only make this much every 2 weeks, and it doesn't cover everything. Again, until his standby check comes in, and then that kind of catches us up. But we need to stop playing catch up with ourselves, because in doing that, we incur an awful lot of late fees and, just the late fees alone on stuff. The interest rates go up on anything that has a interest rate attached to it. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. I am going to sit my husband down, and whether he likes it or not, this is one of those points where I'm kind of going to get pushy, I think, a little bit, because this is bad. So if anybody has ever had a situation where you have a vehicle that you're trying to get rid of that you owe more on maybe than it's worth, if you have any suggestions, I mean, I know the obvious answers are, keep it until you owe on it what it's worth, or be prepared to eat the difference. I understand that those are the logical answers, but I didn't know if there was like a tip somebody has, or if there's any other way to do it. It doesn't really seem like there is, but I obviously don't know everything because I'm learning new things every day. So yeah, I'll let you know how the meeting tonight goes, though. And for those of you who are in the parts of the country that are actually getting rain, please send some of it our way, please. All right. Well, leave comments if you want to, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will talk to you later. Bye.